In everyday's reality, Poka Yoke device helps not to commit mistakes. The connection of a computer and its peripheral devices is a simple example of how the Poka Yoke can make complex operations simple. The rear panel of a computer has several connectors. However, it is very simple to identify the correct connection for the electric cable. In fact, the keystone shape avoids the wrong insertion of the connector. Besides, it is female, different from what happens in other connections. The tap is placed on the supply plug. This avoids the accidental contact with electric current and the risk of electrocution. To be supplied, the monitor is connected to the electric network with the same cable used for the computer. This kind of device is called hard Poka Yoke, as the functions of preventing the mistakes are linked to the physical features of the device. In this way, it's impossible to make a wrong connection of the electric network. Another example of the hard Poka Yoke is the VGA cable that connects the monitor to the video output. The 15 metallic threads are called pin. They create the connection and have a precise order, which doesn't have to be inverted. Also, in this case, the plug has a keystone shape. The two plugs on the computer and on the monitor are the same. This allows the connection of the cable in one sense and the other. It is not a planning mistake because there's no functional difference in connecting a cable end instead of another one. Also in this case, Poka Yoke laws are respected. Typical elements are only used to distinguish devices whose connection can create mistakes. The hard Poka Yoke planning and realization is very expensive. In fact, it forces the accomplishment of elements physically different even when functional features are the same. For example, to connect a computer to its peripheral devices, electric signals with the same tension might be taken by the same kind of cable and connectors. However, cable shapes and materials are differentiated when the advantage from the mistakes prevention is higher than the loss due to major industrial costs. When disadvantages of a wrong connection are minimum, the hard Poka Yoke can be substituted with a visual helping device called soft Poka Yoke. This is the case of a keyboard and mouse connection through a connection called PS2 door. Their inverse connection creates a lack of functioning, but it neither damages the computer nor the peripheral devices. The keyboard cable ends with a violet connector, while the mouse cable, physically identical to the previous one, has a green cable. PS2 door connections have the same colors and two icons that represent peripheral devices. The connection of keyboard and mouse to the respective doors is a simple and quick task. Both doors are built according to the hard Poka Yoke logic. A small plastic plug avoids the inverse connection. Following the same logic, the network plug RJ45 receives the cable connector only in one sense. In this way, the order of the 8 UTP cable threads is respected. All the connectors of a computer are mistake-proofing devices. Hard planning measures avoid serious or damaging malfunctioning, like a wrong electric current connection. Soft planning measures are carried out with visual indications like colors and icons. Problems that can derive are less serious and easily detectable. For example, a wrong keyboard connection. The connection of a computer and its peripheral devices is a complex operation, but it is simplified by a planning aimed at optimizing functioning features and make the assembly easy. Therefore, thanks to the respect for Poka Yoke laws, we can quickly connect the computer without mistakes and hesitations and immediately start working with no time losses.